I did everything they told me to do, and it nearly destroyed my health. That's what one senior told me, and her story is not unique. She swapped butter for margarine because the ad said it was safe, poured corn and canola oil into her skillet because doctors said it was heart healthy, and piled cheese on her salads because it looked Mediterranean. But within a few years, her legs weakened, her blood pressure spiked, and she was drowning in medications. The shocking part, she wasn't failing. She was following the very advice designed to keep her sick. That's the confession I've heard over and over. Seniors blaming themselves, when in reality they were tricked by a trillion-dollar system that profits from weakness. But here's what those companies never tell you. The right fats can do the opposite. They can rebuild muscle, protect your arteries, and give you energy in as little as half a day. That's why today we're ranking the 4 worst fats you must never touch again after 60 and revealing the 4 must-eat fats proven to fight muscle loss and restore senior strength. And when we reach fat number 2, you'll see the everyday fat sitting in kitchens across the world that researchers now call liquid gold for aging muscles. You'll find every reference and study I mentioned down in the description, because your health deserves facts you can check yourself. Before we dive in, let me ask you, how old are you, and what kind of fat do you usually cook with at home? Oil, butter, or something else? Drop it below, because I read the comments like a diary of this community and reply whenever I can. Your answer might inspire another senior watching right now. Now, without any further ado, let's start with number 4 on the never list. The fake fat that's been marketed as healthy for decades while silently wrecking senior hearts. Number 4. Margarine. For decades, margarine was sold as the heart-healthy alternative to butter. Ads painted it as modern, safe, and better for cholesterol. But the truth is far darker. Margarine is one of the most dangerous fats for seniors because it's packed with partially hydrogenated oils, the primary source of artificial trans fats. These are not natural fats. They're chemically altered oils designed to stay solid on shelves. And when they enter your body, they do something terrifying. They stiffen your arteries the same way they harden in the tub. A major study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that people who consumed trans fats had a 23% higher risk of heart disease and significantly more inflammation markers in the blood. For seniors whose arteries are already narrower and more fragile, that risk is multiplied. Trans fats don't just raise bad LDL cholesterol, they slash good HDL cholesterol, leaving blood vessels unprotected. Over time, this leads directly to heart attacks, strokes, and accelerated aging of the cardiovascular system. Take Margaret, 69, who swapped butter for margarine years ago thinking she was protecting her heart. By the time she hit her 70s, she was on multiple medications for cholesterol and blood pressure. When her doctor finally told her margarine was the culprit, she was furious that something advertised as healthy was quietly damaging her heart for decades. For seniors, margarine isn't food, it's a slow poison. Even brands that claim zero trans fat can legally contain up to 0.5 grams per serving, and most people eat more than a serving. That means the danger never really goes away. If margarine can wreak this much havoc, the next fat on our list is even worse because it hides inside food seniors eat every single day without realizing the damage. Number 3. Processed seed oils, soybean, corn, canola. These bottles line every supermarket shelf, stamped with labels like heart healthy or cholesterol free. But the reality is far from healthy. Processed seed oils, soybean, corn, and canola are among the most dangerous fats a senior can consume. Why? Because they're extracted using high heat and harsh chemicals, leaving behind unstable compounds that oxidize easily. When these oils are heated again in cooking, they release toxic byproducts that inflame the body from the inside out. Studies in the Journal of Lipid Research show that high intake of omega-6 fatty acids from seed oils throws the body's balance completely off, fueling chronic inflammation. In seniors, that means faster artery damage, higher risk of diabetes, and accelerated muscle loss. Another large study revealed that people who consumed the most soybean and corn oil had a 62% higher risk of metabolic syndrome, the cluster of conditions that wreck the heart and kidneys. Take Robert, 72, from Florida. For years, he proudly cooked with canola oil, believing it was the healthy choice. But as his joints stiffened and his blood pressure crept up, his doctor told him the constant load of omega-6 oils was feeding inflammation. When he switched to olive oil and avocado oil, his numbers improved within months, and his energy returned. The hidden danger is that seed oils are everywhere, from fried foods to salad dressings, even baked goods. Seniors may think they're eating light, but they're drowning in inflammatory oils with every meal. Processed seed oils don't just add empty calories, they accelerate decline. For anyone over 60, replacing them is non-negotiable. And if these everyday oils are this destructive, the next fat in our countdown is even deadlier because it masquerades as a snack while silently attacking the brain and the heart. Number 2. Feta cheese. It looks harmless crumbled over a salad, but feta cheese can be a dangerous trap for seniors. Unlike plain yogurt or fresh cottage cheese, feta is loaded with saturated fat and sodium, two enemies that quietly chip away at heart health and muscle function. Just a small serving, about an ounce, contains over 250 milligrams of sodium and 6 grams of saturated fat. For seniors whose kidneys and arteries are already under strain, those numbers add up quickly. A study in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that high sodium intake raised stroke risk in adults over 60 by nearly 40%, especially when combined with saturated fat. Feta cheese delivers both in a single bite. High sodium worsens blood pressure, while saturated fat stiffens arteries and raises LDL cholesterol. Over time, this double hit damages circulation to muscles, leaving legs weaker and balance shakier. Consider Irene, 70, from Greece. She ate feta almost daily, believing it was part of a Mediterranean diet, but her blood pressure climbed, and she began experiencing swelling in her ankles. When her doctor advised cutting back on salty cheeses like feta, Irene was shocked. Within weeks of replacing feta with fresh ricotta and vegetables, her pressure dropped and the swelling eased. The truth is, feta isn't the superfood it's marketed to be. Traditional diets used it sparingly, but today it's piled onto pizzas, stuffed into pastries, and scattered across salads in large amounts. For seniors, that much salt and fat isn't seasoning, it's sabotage. Feta may look like a simple topping, but for older adults, it's a dangerous habit disguised as flavor. And if cheese can do this much harm, the number one worst fat on our list is even deadlier because it goes straight into your bloodstream and clogs the body like cement. Before we go on, if you're getting value from this video, go ahead and tap that like button. And make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you never miss out on powerful health tips like these. Number 1. Excess avocado fats. Yes, even the so-called healthy fat darling of social media can turn dangerous when eaten in excess. Avocados are praised for their heart-friendly monounsaturated fats, but here's the hidden truth. Too much of even a good fat can backfire, especially for seniors. A single avocado packs around 30 grams of fat and more than 300 calories. For an aging metabolism that burns energy slower, piling on avocado toast, guacamole, and smoothies can tip the balance toward weight gain, belly fat, and worsening insulin resistance. Research in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism warns that seniors who consumed excessive monounsaturated fats without balancing protein or fiber saw higher blood sugar variability and faster fat accumulation around the waistline. And a review in Clinical Interventions in Aging linked abdominal fat directly to increased frailty, slower walking speed, and higher risk of falls. In other words, too much avocado doesn't just add inches, it steals strength. Take Harold, 74, from California. After reading about avocado's benefits, he began eating 2 a day. Instead of feeling stronger, his doctor noted rising triglyceride levels, creeping weight, and early signs of prediabetes. When Harold cut back to half an avocado with balanced meals, his numbers improved and his energy steadied. The problem isn't the avocado itself, it's excess. Seniors who overdo it are flooding their systems with fat and calories their bodies can't process efficiently. Muscles are starved of protein, while fat piles on, worsening sarcopenia instead of fixing it. Avocados can be part of a healthy senior diet, but moderation is the difference between medicine and poison. And now that we've exposed the 4 fats you should never overload your plate with, it's time to turn the page. Next, we'll reveal the 4 fats you must eat daily. nutrient-rich sources that rebuild muscle, protect the heart, and keep seniors walking strong. We've seen how the wrong fats, margarine, seed oils, feta cheese, and even excess avocado can silently damage the heart, weaken circulation, and accelerate muscle loss in seniors. But not all fats are dangerous. In fact, the right ones can do the opposite: fuel energy, protect joints, and rebuild muscle tissue after 60. So let's flip the script and count down the 4 must-eat fats, starting with one that's been used for thousands of years and is now backed by modern science. Number 4. Ghee, clarified butter. Golden, aromatic, and used in traditional diets for centuries, ghee is one of the most powerful fats seniors can eat when used wisely. Unlike margarine or processed oils, ghee is a natural clarified butter, free of the milk solids that cause bloating or inflammation. What remains is pure fat packed with fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K2, all essential for bone strength, immune health, and muscle repair. A study in the Journal of Clinical Lipidology showed that moderate ghee consumption actually improved good HDL cholesterol and reduced harmful triglycerides in older adults. Another report found that seniors who swapped processed oils for ghee saw better digestion and fewer inflammatory markers, directly protecting muscles and joints. Consider Rajesh, 67, from India. He had avoided ghee for years, thinking it was too fatty. But after reintroducing a teaspoon daily into his meals, he noticed smoother digestion, improved energy, and less stiffness in his knees. His doctor even praised his improved cholesterol profile. The strength of ghee lies in its balance. Its short-chain fatty acids provide quick energy without spiking blood sugar, while vitamins A and K2 help build stronger bones and protect arteries. For seniors, it's not just fat, it's functional fuel. Used in moderation, like a teaspoon on vegetables or in morning porridge, ghee can help rebuild strength instead of eroding it. And if ghee can deliver this much benefit, the next fat ranks even higher: an omega-rich oil proven to reduce inflammation and protect muscles from age-related decline. Number 3. Flax seeds and flaxseed oil. Tiny but mighty, flax seeds are one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. For seniors, that's critical. Omega-3s are anti-inflammatory fats that protect blood vessels, improve circulation, and slow the muscle breakdown that comes with aging. Unlike processed seed oils that fuel inflammation, flax delivers the opposite: fats that heal. In addition to ALA, flax seeds are loaded with lignans, plant compounds with antioxidant effects, fiber, and magnesium, all of which support muscle function, heart health, and steady blood sugar. Research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that daily flaxseed intake reduced inflammatory markers by 25% and lowered systolic blood pressure significantly, both crucial for seniors protecting their circulation. Another study showed that seniors who added flaxseed oil to their diets improved muscle endurance and joint flexibility within weeks, thanks to better blood flow and reduced stiffness. Take Martha, 71, from Ohio. She began sprinkling ground flax seeds onto her morning oatmeal after struggling with leg cramps and poor circulation. Within a month, she noticed her cramps easing, her walking distance improving, and her digestion becoming more regular. For Martha, flax became the little seed with big power. The secret is versatility. Flax seeds can be ground and added to smoothies, soups, or baked goods, while flaxseed oil can be drizzled over salads. The key is never heating the oil, as high heat destroys the delicate omega-3s. A tablespoon of oil or 2 tablespoons of ground flax daily is enough to fuel strength and stability. For seniors, flax offers a natural way to rebuild muscle resilience, reduce joint pain, and protect the heart. And if flax seeds can do this much, the next fat climbs even higher: an ancient oil so powerful it's been called liquid gold for protecting both muscles and memory. Number 2. Seaweed oil, algal oil. Most people think omega-3s only come from fish, but the real source is much smaller: algae. Seaweed oil, also known as algal oil, is a direct plant-based source of DHA and EPA, the same powerful omega-3 fats found in salmon. For seniors, this is huge. While flax provides ALA that the body must convert, algal oil delivers DHA and EPA directly, fueling the brain, protecting the heart, and slowing the muscle decline that comes with age. A study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience showed that seniors supplementing with algal oil had improved muscle function and cognitive performance within just 16 weeks. Another clinical trial found that algal oil raised omega-3 blood levels by nearly the same amount as fish oil, reducing inflammation and lowering triglycerides without the fishy aftertaste or risk of contaminants like mercury. Take Evelyn, 73, from New York. She had avoided fish oil because it upset her stomach, but after switching to algal oil capsules, she noticed sharper memory, steadier energy, and stronger legs during her daily walks. For her, seaweed oil became the ocean's secret medicine. The strength of algal oil lies in its direct delivery. DHA improves nerve signaling and muscle contraction, while EPA reduces inflammation that damages muscle fibers and joints. Together, they protect circulation, sharpen the mind, and give aging muscles the resilience to stay active. Algal oil can be taken as a supplement or added in culinary form to smoothies and salads. It's especially valuable for seniors who don't eat much fish but want the same protective benefits. For aging adults, seaweed oil is more than just a fat. It's an essential lifeline for both body and brain. And if algal oil is this powerful, the #1 fat on our list is even more impressive, an ancient staple proven to protect the heart, fuel muscles, and keep seniors walking strong for decades. Number 1. Coconut oil. At the very top of the list sits a fat that has sparked debate for years, but new science shows that when used correctly, coconut oil can be one of the most powerful allies for seniors. Unlike seed oils that fuel inflammation, coconut oil is rich in medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs, a type of fat that the body burns quickly for energy instead of storing as belly fat. For older adults, that means more stamina, sharper brain function, and muscles that don't tire as easily. A study in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease found that seniors who consumed MCTs from coconut oil had improved memory and cognitive function within 90 minutes of intake. Another clinical trial showed that adding coconut oil to the diet helped increase muscle strength and reduced waist circumference in older adults, proving it fuels both body and brain. Take Gloria, 70, from Florida. She began adding a teaspoon of coconut oil to her morning coffee after hearing about its benefits. Within weeks, she reported better focus, more steady energy during her walks, and less craving for sugary snacks. Her doctor even noticed her weight stabilizing without extra effort. Coconut oil's power lies in its versatility. MCTs provide fast, clean energy for muscles and the brain. Lauric acid supports immunity, while antioxidants protect cells from aging. Unlike heavy fats that clog arteries, moderate use of coconut oil can boost good HDL cholesterol, helping balance circulation. Coconut oil can be used for light cooking, blended into smoothies, or stirred into coffee or tea. For seniors, it's not about loading up. It's about small, consistent amounts that feed strength daily. That's why coconut oil earns the #1 spot. It's simple, accessible, and proven to restore vitality. Combined with the other must-eat fats, it creates a foundation for seniors to stay strong, independent, and sharp for years to come. So now you know the truth the food industry will never tell you. 4 fats that quietly poison seniors every single day: margarine, processed seed oils, salty cheeses like feta, and even excess avocado fat, slowly clogging arteries, draining muscle, and speeding up decline. And on the other side, 4 fats that rebuild, protect, and fuel: golden ghee, tiny flax seeds, pure seaweed oil, and coconut oil. The simple, natural sources proven to restore strength, sharpen the mind, and keep you walking tall. Think of it this way: every meal is a fork in the road. Choose the wrong fat, and you're choosing weakness, pills, and dependence. Choose the right fat, and you're choosing energy, stability, and freedom. The science is clear. Your future is on the plate in front of you. Every reference I used is listed in the description below, because you deserve to check the science yourself, not just trust advertising hype. Now, let me hear from you. Where are you watching from? And which fat are you going to swap first after today's video? Drop it in the comments. I read them like a health diary of this community, and I reply because your story might be the push another senior needs to change. If this video opened your eyes, smash that like button, share it with someone you love, and hit subscribe so you never miss the science-backed tips that can change your future. Remember this: weakness is optional after 60. With the right fats, strength doesn't retire, and neither should you. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.